Greetings! Going to do a War of the Walkers playthrough. It's been a while since I've done the mod. Was in it earlier today, then dawned on me that I should check something. And when I did, I realized the map I created didn't have all the POIs it's supposed to. So I restarted the game after creating a 10x map. So, like any other 7 Days to Die playthrough, you really want to do your quest lines. So, and I goofed it. Alright, so, because it gives you a bunch of points to start with, and other things along those lines. Personally, I always go and gather lots and lots of materials at the very beginning. Ooh, that's going to be nice. I believe we just picked up a bunch of stone, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay, so let's go ahead and loot these cars real quick. And actually, I'm going to change that up again. Alright, so we need to build an axe. Now we need to do a pickaxe. And a stone hammer. I'm going to go ahead and throw these where I usually do. Water, this, that, and that. And I'm going to lock these items down. Okay, we're good there. We need to harvest some wood logs. But before we do, I want to check. No, we don't have it yet. We need 5. So we're going to go ahead and use this. And that gave enough for the bone knife. And then, personally, I use a spear. I think we need some rope. And there's the bow. Spear here, bow here, stone arrows. Yeah, we don't have much materials yet. We need to harvest a wood log. Alright, before I go any further, we've got to finish that quest line out. That's right, we've got to finish this, I believe, before we get the available points. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a tree. Now I have it set right now for a horde night at 7 days. I think that we've got enough knowledge and everything else to go ahead and run a Horde Night early game. A lot of times when I'm doing the tests and trying out new mods, I won't run it right off the get-go because I want to get a bunch of other things active. So, alright, what do we get for the chicken? Captured chicken. Okay, we don't, there's something here that we don't want to mess with right now. So, we're going to gather bunches of plant fibers. I don't destroy the nests in this one because it regenerates. And I'm not sure if you destroy the nest, it still does. That's something we can test out later. What have we got so far? We have the gloves. These, this, and this. Where? Okay, so we've got all that done. Now we need to go to the trader. But that also opened us up with points. I want to bust this up, get this up, the gut to lower the amount of food and water we use up, and I'm going to hold off on the basic Miner 69er right now. T-Rex gives us the stamina. Alright. So while we're running over there, another thing I want to do, I think we need a bunch of rope for it also. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more rope. Let's go with 10 more rope. That's definitely going to be more than enough. What I'm wanting to do is give us a little more insulation to make sure we don't get cold. It's inexpensive, it doesn't give us a whole lot for what I'm going to do, but better than nothing. So, we're going to do, we need another rope. Let's go with that many. 4. And we're going to need some more rope also. Alright. I think that's good enough for now. Go back and make I just want to have some rope on hand, and we're going to modify, complete that one, and of course because we have the basic material stuff, base level, we don't have a whole lot of modifier slots. But with this, full resistance. Not much, but every little bit's going to help. Come on, where's my nests? Another chicken. And what I basically do is loot everything along the way. And let's get, it's only allowing us 2 because we need more rope again. How much rope can we do now? 36. Let's create all of those, get more plant fiber. Arrows. Yeah. Make as many as you can, then do it for as many as you can, then back it down by 1. That gives you your lock slot stand. Alright. Nope, not seeing anything there. Alright, so we got read a magazine. Yes, I know we are getting way over done here. I'm not too worried about some of this stuff. After we get to the trader, I'm going to go over a couple things on why I'm killing things with different weapons. We'll go over that here momentarily. Nice. That's a nice one right off the bat. Dang it. It would have been nice if there was water in that ditch. Because I generally stay up close to the trader at the beginning. Stack up a lot of my stuff there at least until I figure out where I want to stage up at, and what I'm seeing, okay, that must be used for something. let's go ahead and go into the trader. We'll go over a couple things. That's specific to War of the Walkers. And the reason I am doing something. All right. So, this is one of the reasons I stage up by the trader, is we've got working workstations. Saves us from having to build it right away. What was that? Where are you at? Where? That's it. Nail gun receiver. Okay. Working. Working. So you've got everything we need. Workbench wise. For early game. And some of the things you have to watch out for is I'm not sure if it's War of the Walkers or if it's Fun Pimp stuff, but we've got I think it's Fun Pimp stuff. But anyways, you eat something, you see the smell distance, they'll smell it on you unless you wash yourself off. So that could give you issues along the way, because they'll attract them to you. Carrying raw meat will attract them to you. With the meat, you need paper and plant fibers. So as soon as we have paper and plant fiber, we have the plant fibers. As soon as we have paper with us, we are going to, and pretty sure we'll find some paper. Somewhere in here. There we go. There's the paper. I want to lock that in also. Now we can wrap up any meats we get. So we can now pack that stuff up. So we can butcher a chicken, but I don't know what it takes because we need to unlock it somewhere. But what I was going to get into is this stuff here. Decapitate 10 zombies. Builder covert. You got to kill a certain amount of zombies. And some of them with a bow or from stealth. To unlock the covert tag. Kill 50 zombies with a knife. That's what I was working towards. And we want that stuff for the covert class to give us some of this stuff. Ranger class to give us some of this stuff. And some of it's also locked behind levels. So
It's fucking hot out there this afternoon, so don't test my patience.
I don't like buried supplies. We're gonna do that one.
Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
I'm gonna sell that. Bunch of this stuff I'm just gonna sell for now. Nothing else I want to sell for now.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh?
Jobs.
Well, maybe you should try
We're gonna do this
Shamway.
fetch also. Okay. And then the other thing I was going to be doing is I want 4 of those crafted up. Those are always handy. Alright. Nowhere near enough there. We got some cheap food there if we need it. So the trader doesn't lock us out at night. One's that way and one's that way. Great. Where are you? Crap that up. And I'm gonna go, ooh, my gosh, that is an abrupt edge. You guys didn't do very good leveling that section. So let's go ahead, stack these up right here. A lot of times I'll elevate them up off the ground. I just don't feel like it today. We're gonna just bam and bam. Once we get a base, we will organize all this kind of stuff. I want to bring that with us. Let's bring that also. There's a lot of incidentals we could use. Chicken soup. There's a spell distance involved. Alright, so we've got one of our quest lines this direction. It doesn't matter how you do your attack, if they hit 50% health, they're going to go down for a moment. I like knives because of the bleed damage. So what we're mainly doing is we're doing these buildings because we want to hopefully secure a cooking pot, grill, various cooking types of things. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter a whole lot since we don't have recipes yet. I just want to get this stuff in hand as early as possible. Arrows, max it out, drop it by 1. Alright, now I feel better going into POIs. I much prefer doing stealth, even though the Pump Pimp said that's not a good playstyle and did a lot of work to make it so you can't stealth around that easily. Especially early game. But I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm sorry if my jerky movements are affecting you. I've always been bad with this game about jerky movements. Some more potatoes. We need to remember to come back and get more. There it is. That flag is how you start quests now. I want to get as much loot type stuff as I can before we reset. Because I really want to double dip. Unfortunately, no mailbox to be able to double dip the mailbox. There's the guy I think I was hearing. And I think we got another one right here. And what's this one give us? 25% boost to that. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this done. If I had remembered about that toolbox, I would have opened that door beforehand. Of course not. Stove is busted, so there's no way to get. I'm not going to get that. And that just reminded me. I want to do something before we get going too far. Because we got a bump on our weapons. We're short bone. So let's see, what's the difference? 13.2. Not a huge difference. But I'll take any boost. Now, unfortunately, So and unfortunately, spears do not give you bleed damage. I don't get it, but that's the way the game rolls. And what was this? A clear. This is cap liner. Ooh. Rain gear gloves. It sells. All right. That's kind of what I figured I was going to come up here and find. Ammo. Yeah, our loot level is not very high. And a rain gear for the chest. So let's go ahead. Beat feet. Okay, that corn's dried up. Hit this again. Nothing there. Run back around to get potatoes again. And the vehicle. All right. Run a little bit different track. Yeah, I thought there was another one in this immediate vicinity. All the extra XP we can get. We're not going to hit it, I don't think. Since we're not that far. I want to get as much XP going as possible. Yeah, it's empty. I read it just as I hit the button. Alright, now I'm pretty sure. 3, 2, 1, fall over. Yeah, this is the path we walked down. We'll check our loot boxes and see if we don't have enough bones to make another bone knife. We're going to go ahead and scrap this one. Because if we don't, I'm not too worried about it. We'll pick enough up in a moment. Because the bone knife went up also. Yeah, there we go. So let's craft that bone knife. Did we get the tool upgrade? Also, yes, we did. So let's upgrade that and that. Down and down. Where are you at? There you go. Boom, boom. Do we want to run inside and turn that one in yet? No. I want to get ourselves at least started on the next one. Not sure what that device was. And I know there's going to be a guy out here somewhere. Unless we pulled them all earlier. And that's another thing I did recognize. They got a lot of new emblems, icons for different things. Oh, Bob's Boards right here. Nice. Needless to say, we won't be doing that right away. Engine accessories and a coil. Nope, fuel pump. Okay. And as we're running around right now, what I'm also looking for is a building I might want to rig up for the first Horde night. First, second, third Horde nights. Instead of making a dedicated base. Another possibility is finding a place to... Okay, that's not there. Cooler? Yeah, that's what we unlocked. Okay. If not a base for the first couple Horde nights, I'd like to get... I want to run that, but I don't want to run that. That's a Shotgun Messiah. I want our loot stage a lot higher before we run. I believe it's a Shotgun Messiah. Yeah, I want our loot stage a lot higher before we do something like that, because of the gear that is going to drop. That was an interesting animation. Alright, so if you're fresh to more of the walkers mod, a piece of advice: if any building with the walls on it in the name, you want to be cautious around. You're generally going to have a lot of zombies in it, but at the same time, you've got a lot of loot inside it. And the reason I bring that up is we've got the Dwell's library right across the street. Right there. That's the Dwell's library. We're not going to run that right now. Where is... There's our POI. And I've been procrastinating too much. Run, 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 run. How are we supposed to get in here? This could get interesting. I really, 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 really wanted to be inside before nightfall. Leave the pig alone. Okay. Let's go ahead. And look at some stuff while we're waiting for some light. We did pick up some more. that's all done. We've got 3 points. We don't have a lot of stealth yet. I am going to go with parkour. Increase our stamina. And we've got deep cuts available to us. So what that's going to do is, but these all experience boosts experience. The biggest thing on this is the bleed effects, the amount of bleed effects you have stacked. That's the big thing on this. Yeah, I thought so. Blade weapons 25. I'm above that. Oh, I need to unlock that. Okay. These are the ones I want to hit next, and they don't unlock till level 10, which we will get while we run this POI probably. Poor doggy. But I really don't want to move around a whole lot and bring a bunch of guys from outside. We're about a third of the way through. So is there anything else to look at? Yeah, that stuff's nothing. That's tools, weapons. We're still at 25. Let's craft up a bunch more arrows since we can do that without making noise. Is there anything here? Ranger medic tradesman? No. Survivalist. Alright, that's going to be a while. That's not going to happen anytime soon. That's not. This would be the closest thing that we'd be able to get anytime soon. Builder. Nope. No. We could do these fairly easy, but I don't think that's going to unlock the builder class. What's it give us anyways? Okay. Alright, those are levels. Okay, that's some nice stuff. Ooh, that's nice. Now, I don't have a lot of... Well, that might be enough. Oh no, we need a bunch of that. And we can't make the sticks. That's something I think we might go and do tomorrow real quick. Get the builder fixed up, because that's going to help us in the long run. One thing I do like is it used to be they would already, the guy running around outside would have triggered on me. So they did fix that. I did not like that at all. Basically, they could see through a wall, smell through walls. He made one noise like he was banging on something. I don't think that's the car. I want these guys to go away. 04 is daytime, and most of these zombies will poof, and we can finish this POI up. So, what I was getting at is to unlock your classes, you have to do a challenge related to that class. So fighter, we're almost there. Ranger, we're halfway through that one. Our spear is giving us this. Don't ask me why. I think that should be going with blades. But I guess because it's a blunt blade, it's not a sharp blade, it's only that, but you get my point. So you got to do those to open up your class. It's too dark. There's someone right around in this area or up above us. Later game, of course, that doesn't matter. You have night vision goggles, you have, other things, and you're a lot more equipped. Usually, what I try to do is, I should have done is at that first place, held up there, done some stuff, crafted some stuff, and done things like that while sitting on top of the building, on the second floor of the building and things like that. But it would have been a more productive night. I messed up. That one got in somehow. And I went to reload the bow when it was already loaded and shot him without getting a full draw and everything else. Oh well. A little fun and excitement in the night. But yeah, we're definitely not ready for ferals. I think that figure's on the roof. Alright, where are they at? Usually you got a nest on top of a building. We got vultures. All right. Now, was there yeah. Okay, that's not it. How do we enter the front doors? I really don't want to eat. Okay. Let's get to a safer area. And get something to eat. We got no eggs, no corn on us. Actually, eggs would be an issue. What we're worried about is smell. All right. And that, all right. We'll go into here. Because I don't care. Since he is fortified, we will eat. Eat. Read the magazine. Eat that. Yeah. And eat another one of these.
I'd shake your hand, but I bet you got dysentery the way you smell.
So we've got 2 fetches and a clear. All right. Oh, we got multiple pages. Nice. All right. Those are further away. You know what? Let's look at some things. We can redeem that one. We can redeem that. Okay. So we can do covert. And with covert, What is this, level 10? Yeah, level 10. And we are only level 6. Wait a minute. No, stealth needs to be level 10. So I have a feeling... Oh. Both of these would be nice. If we're going to go that route. That's some stuff we got to think about. Oh, we did pick up a quest. Didn't we? It's glitched. Okay. Yeah. So if we go and just do that, it'll clear that up. What I'm thinking right now is I'm going to pause the game here. And this is a very large map. It's a 10x. It's a 10 by 10. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we don't have a sleeping bag out yet. All right. What I think I'm going to do is take a break here in the video. It's over an hour long. Stash all this stuff. We're going to need a lot more foodstuffs. We didn't get anything there. Forge. These are all still locked away. We need cookie pot, we need grill. That stuff is still locked away. So what I think I'm going to do when I come back on this is we're just going to go and run a bunch of POIs to try to pick that stuff up. What have we got here? Do we have any money stashed in our boxes? Yes, we do. I'm going to grab that chicken soup also. He's not going to sell that for very much. We're not going to eat the cat food. We're not that hard up. We're going to lock that in. That goes there. That goes there. going to just log it right here. And start this up on another day. Y'all have a good one.